Yo, I just watched Godzilla minus one last night, and yeah, I'm not gonna tell you what I think about it yet because then there would be no reason for you to watch the rest of this review. But yeah, this is a review over Godzilla minus one minus color. Coolest name ever, by the way. The minus color is absolutely really cool. This is my first time watching it. I didn't watch the colored version. I saw that there was a black and white version, and I was just like, that sounds fun. Actually, that sounds really fun to watch. So I went ahead and watched it. Yeah, I'm a huge kaiju fan. All of you that have watched my channel for a while know that. This is one of my favorite kaiju. I love Godzilla. I respect him as the original, but Gamera is always my favorite in my heart. But I will go ahead and admit that this is better than most Gamera media out there. Well, crap, now I'm going into what I think about it already, so whatever. Let's just talk about the story of this movie, because this is one of those kaiju movies that has a main human character that I actually care about. This is very good. I guess I went ahead and said it's very good, so you know what I think about it already. But yeah, the main character is a kamikaze pilot that was in World War II. He goes to an island to get his plane repaired. He acted like it needed repairs so that he could get out of being a kamikaze, which, I mean, I don't think any of us can blame him for that. And then he goes to this island. Can't remember what it is. Kamato Island? Toto Island? Something like that. And it's basically just an island for people who repair and stuff. Repair the kamikaze planes and everything. Which, I mean, I don't know how you would repair them. Unless you're literally just going there I guess if the fuel line's clipped or something. Like, they obviously can't repair it after it blows up or anything. Can they? I don't know. We're getting into weird stuff there. But, yeah, he goes there, and then that night he sees Godzilla is on the island, and there's a really cool thing where you can tell if Godzilla's coming because fish will float up to the top of the surface of whatever water's around. I thought that was really cool, and then it ends up killing all of them because he froze up whenever he was about to shoot it with the 22 millimeter guns on the airplane, on the plane that he rides, and all of them die except one. The one person that survived is super angry at him, which, I mean, fair enough, honestly. Yeah, he shouldn't have froze up. I like how this movie talks about the third little brother to fight or flight, which is freeze, fight, fly, or freeze, and this man freezes a lot in this movie until the end. The ending made him one of my favorite protagonists ever, like not even just in a kaiju movie, but this is one of those movies that's good. Even if it didn't have Godzilla, it would be a really good movie because it's like a really cool look at just the trauma of being in war and like seeing what he saw, and the Survivors Guild, and even without Godzilla there would be a whole bunch of Survivors Guild because he was supposed to die out there. Like, that's what he was supposed to do. And everyone that hears that he's a kamikaze pilot and everything, you can just automatically tell that they look at him differently and weirdly. Because, like, I mean, that was looked down upon. Not doing what you're supposed to do in war was looked down upon then. And it's just like, damn, that really sucks, you know? Because, I don't know, I just felt bad for him the whole time. The whole movie, he thought that he didn't deserve to be happy because those men died and everything. And it really sucked. But he ends up finding a woman with a child who isn't hers. She just took it in after the war because its parents were killed. The girl's parents were killed. And they end up raising it together, and all through it, he wants to marry her and everything, but he just thinks that he doesn't deserve to be happy, so he doesn't ask her to marry him or anything. Until it's too late, where he finally thinks he can be happy, and then Godzilla returns. Destroys a city. The best part of the movie is whenever he's destroying the city, it's so just, I don't know, as soon as he walked out and the original Godzilla theme started playing, I was like, oh, he's back, baby, and he's an actual monster. He isn't the king of the monsters. He isn't the heroic Godzilla. He isn't even the villainous Godzilla. He is a true monster. He is just an animal that is there to take its territory, and it's so cool. He comes in, takes the train in his mouth and everything. She falls. I was like, oh crap, she's gonna die right now. And then she ends up dropping herself whenever there's water underneath her, which was really smart. Because like it looked like she was about to fall and die all the way through that part. I thought that scene was really cool. There's a part where these reporters are up on top of the building, and they're like, "Oh no, it's getting closer. I think this might be the end for us." And then they start to run, but the building's already collapsing. So I mean, I don't know. I don't even know why he would stay there. Like, bruh, journalistic integrity. No, no, not whenever there's a giant lizard there. Okay, you run. You don't care about your job at that point. Just run. Especially whenever it's Godzilla. My God. And then the first time it shows Godzilla's beam is whenever they first see it out in this at sea. Whenever it destroys a boat, a giant warship, and then all that is the beam goes through it, through underneath the water, and blows it up. But then he does it out in the city, and it's just insane. It's an actual nuke. Like, it is insane how just man, the entire scene with its the spikes on its tail and its back bulging up, just shooting up, and then he goes breathes in, and then she goes when it shoots. Yeah, dude, it's so cool. And then the nuke, after it hits, it blows up, shoots air. The woman that he was like in love with pushes him out of the way behind a building and gets shot back, and then the air goes all the way forward, pulling stuff back towards the initial explosion site. And then that's it. She's gone. And then all through the movie, you think she's dead. And then at the end, it's revealed that she's alive. And I mean, honestly, I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, that seems like a really tacked on happy ending. But no, not really. I was thinking she might have survived too, just because it never showed her body or anything. And I was like, she's probably still alive or something. But all the way through the movie, I was like slowly starting to believe that she was actually dead. But yeah, this movie, like, there's a lot in this story and everything, and I haven't even touched on half of it, to be honest. But yeah, that's the main stuff you need to know. At the end, all through the movie, he literally wants to die, and then the kamikaze pilot flies not his plane, but a plane, like a hyped up plane, a souped up plane, into Godzilla's mouth with a whole bunch of bombs and stuff in it. And the person that was with him on the island that hated him gave him a ejection seat. He says, "Let me show you one last thing," and then the camera pulls out, and it's he shows him something behind his seat, and I was like, okay, it's gonna end up being an ejection seat or something to protect him. And then it shows it before he does it, and he says, "Live." And yeah, I mean, honestly, no matter how much you hate someone in war like that, like, you're not going to want to see someone on your side die. Like, there's no reason for more death if you can avoid it, even if you hate the person. I didn't think he would actually want him to die or anything, but yeah, especially after he saw that he kept the pictures and everything, and he genuinely feels horrible for what he did. Like, he doesn't even want to live anymore. So yeah, he flies into Godzilla's mouth and ejects out of it. It uses the ejection seat to survive, and then it blows his head off, Godzilla's head off, and it's so cool, dude. That's just so cool. And then he was getting a beam ready, so it like explodes out his body and everything. That's a really cool scene. This movie has so many cool scenes. Like, oh my god, this is such a good kaiju movie, and just a really good character movie. It's a character-driven movie where it's like a really cool look at PTSD and everything like that, and how it was treated back then, because nobody knew what that was at the time or whatever. And I don't know. This was a very, very good movie, and this is definitely like my favorite character from a kaiju movie right now. I honestly think this is up there with Guardian of the Galaxy for different reasons, obviously. But yeah, this is, man, this movie's so good. I might do a full-on like retrospective video after I watch it again. But yeah, this is just a really, really solid kaiju movie, and a very, very good just movie in general. A lot of really cool characters, really good characters, well written. All of these special effects are absolutely amazing. I loved it in black and white. I'm gonna watch the colored version next, just to see how it looks in color. But yeah, this is just a really, really good movie. And if you guys want a full-on retrospection type of video where I like talk about it in depth and everything, definitely tell me. Like, comment, like, subscribe, all that stuff. But yeah, if you want to see that, please comment and tell me, because I will definitely do it. This is an amazing movie. This movie, definitely a solid 9 out of 10. Like, genuinely, this is just such a good movie. Yeah, that's basically it. This is an amazing movie. Great kaiju action, great characters, great literally everything. I'm probably going to make a whole video talking about how the MonsterVerse should take from this for their characters. because their human characters are a huge downside on that entire like cinematic universe. But this movie did it leagues ahead of that movie and a lot of other movies, honestly. But yeah, 9 out of 10, not bad whatsoever. It's actually amazing. Please go and check this out. I didn't spoil much, if any, honestly. It would take an entire video, like a long video, to talk about all of the stuff from there. So please go and check it out. And leave a like, subscribe, and, comment and tell me if you want to see me do more stuff about this, because I could do a few videos about Godzilla -1, honestly. But yeah, comment what you think about this movie. Like, subscribe, and as always, see ya.